everyone, welcome back to the channel. In case you forgot, because God knows I did, my name is Robert Last, and I'm so excited to announce the biggest comeback of 2024 with this channel. Now, this may come across as a bit of an odd video. If you are a current follower or subscriber of the channel, then you know. It's been a very long time since I've last seen you.
Have you seen this man?
Now, when I started this channel, I wasn't even old enough to drink. And now I'm, Let me go ahead and put your mind at ease and explain myself.
You want to explain yourself?
Now, I started this channel back in 2021, with the latest video uploaded being a movie review of The Departed. Feel free to go ahead and check it out, either here or there, or maybe just down. I'm still getting used to this again. Or also check out the first ever upload if you're a little more invested in the deep iceberg Robert-verse lore. However, that was well over 2 years ago, and you're probably wondering where I've been. You probably don't care at all. But either way, I really felt that right now was just the perfect time to bring back some much needed life back into the channel. Now, with that said, I am going to be talking about a few things in this video, so go ahead and get comfortable and make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, post, retweet, things. Now, to kick off the video, I'm going to go ahead and, well, explain my absence. If you're not really invested in what I've been doing, go ahead and skip to the timestamp below. Now, really quick, I just want to give a brief summary of the history of this very young channel. It started back in 2021, sort of as a love letter to cinema. Now, ever since I was young, I've really just had a love for cinema. Filmmaking, writing, acting, actually being an actor myself. I've starred in a number of commercials, reality TV appearances, movies, you name it. I even have a few screenplays that I've written myself that one day I'd like to put up on the big screen. Now, I was living in Florida at the time, and I had a really great year. However, being so far away from friends and family and just home in general, I really just started going down a slippery slope of like mental issues and emotional issues, some depression, and some substance abuse. Stuff that I'm not really proud of, but thankfully I was able to really move past that, come back home, and with the support of friends and family, I've really been able to sort of close the book on that dark chapter in my life. Nowadays, I'm in a better state, mentally, physically, emotionally, and I figured, well, now's the time. What better time than now than to really give this another go, really see what this channel can become. And that's really the purpose of this video, sort of lay the groundwork of what's to come in the most Hollywood way possible, with a soft reboot. Now, I would also like to add, if you are already a subscriber of the channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for really supporting this project. So go ahead and make sure to drop a like or a comment of what you'd like to see in the future. After all, this is something that I want to grow together. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that big red button underneath. You won't regret it. Speaking of Hollywood, what the hell is going on down there?
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Hollywood in this day and age is just in free fall with no signs of that parachute ever going off.
Mayday! Mayday!
For whatever reason, every other movie coming out is either a massive flop or it is just bombarded with terrible reviews. Or maybe, just maybe, you get the perfect storm brewing and you give something that the people actually enjoy seeing in the theater? What? Now, this doesn't apply to everything that has come out. It mainly only seems to be affecting the superhero franchise. Superhero fatigue is what they're calling it. I'm sure I am the 420th and 69th person that has said that phrase, and for that, I apologize. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but don't get me wrong, not everything coming out is horrible. The last 3 years, we have actually had some absolute bangers. Now, in 2021, we had some certified classics. We got The Suicide Squad, No Time to Die, Godzilla vs. Kong, and, of course, before you say anything, yes, my favorite of that year, Spider-Man. Like, duh. But we also had movies like... oh god. 2022, we had a lot of superhero. A bit too much, in my opinion. We had about 7 superhero releases that year. Well, 8, if you count Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, which I absolutely do. But it was just too much. Just too much, too quick, and that's really when I decided to just take a break from the channel. And believe it or not, you may not, but I have been to the movie theater once since back then. Probably since the latest review dropped. I watched Oppenheimer, right? We're breaking the streak. Why not? Let's go see this absolute masterpiece. Review coming soon, by the way. Quick side note, speaking of Oppenheimer, I had no idea that Martin Scorsese has
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
only ever won one Oscar. Like, this was his first.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
Right next to John Cena butt naked on stage. What is going on? Of course, I am super glad that this movie won like a dozen Oscars, Best Director, Cillian Murphy. It had a bunch of them. I will be talking more about that in the future, because,
Costumes.
yeah, we got it. 2023, the past 365 days, they gave us even more superhero. With 8 or so titles coming out, however, it was a much more varied time at the theater in 2023. We had a lot of different genres coming out, which I really appreciated. I didn't see them, but I was happy for that. I would say 2023 was a really great year for film, and we got the craziest marketing bomb ever with Barbenheimer. Pun intended. Now we also got other great films like Across the Spider-Verse. So actually, I was lying. I did go to see Across the Spider-Verse. So I've gone twice. Oh man, what a masterpiece. Review coming soon, by the way. And also probably the first good video game adaptation that no one really expected to be as good as it was. Mario. That one I haven't seen. I know. Just put the pitchforks away, okay? All right, I'm gonna watch it, and you're gonna get a review. Speaking of video game adaptations, it's getting consistently huge, which is funny because in a world where passion is dying and risks just aren't taken and creativity is just left out to dry, the best thing to reboot is not just your franchise and your old IPs, but someone else's. What a world we live in when gamers and video games are not just for losers.
Loser! You're a loser!
But right now they're actually the source of inspiration for a lot of content coming out. Both movies and TV shows. You got The Last of Us, Halo, Mario Bros. There's even talks of a live action Red Dead Redemption, which, God, I hope not. And finally we come to 2024. The modern day. And boy, did we start off bad.
What are you doing? Making a mistake. Making a mistake.
Madam Web came out.
You definitely did not see me in Madam Web.
That's really all I gotta say about that. However, 2024 is looking really promising. Despite this absolute dog water flop, we got some great IPs coming out this year. We got Godzilla Kong New Empire. We got The Quiet Place 3, which is actually one of my favorite horror franchises. Make sure to check out the review for Quiet Place Part 2. Link down below. We also got Furiosa coming out this year. Now, my opinions about reboots and sequels and spin-offs and remakes, I think I've made those pretty clear, and if I haven't, I will. Believe me. However, Furiosa just kind of hits me a little bit different. I'm actually really excited to see it. Normally I would just write it off as some reboot cash grab, but I did love Mad Max Fury Road, and my favorite character was actually Furiosa. I thought she was the strongest character by far. She had great development. I sort of saw Tom Hardy as a conduit, right, for the male audience, but Furiosa was given a lot of depth. So I'm actually really hyped to see what they do as this origin story out in the ruins and, her trying to fight her way to survive. I'm actually really psyched for that one. We also got Kingdom of the Apes, we got Joker 2, we got Kung Fu Panda 4, Gladiator 2, we got A Quiet Place Part 3? Now all of this brings me to my final talking point. The future. Now this channel is going to be way more expansive than it was before. It is no longer just going to be critiquing or reviewing movies solely. It's going to be more of a one-stop shop for entertainment, Hollywood, movies, streaming, shows, and maybe even some gaming content in the future. I really want to make something special here, and I'm actually currently working on a consistent schedule so we can have varied content throughout the week. Movie reviews and critiques will still be at the forefront of the content, but we will be doing something a little different, sort of like a journalistic take, kind of talk about what's going on in Hollywood and some streaming shows, video game adaptations. It could be anything, and also I would love to hear what you want to see next. Go ahead and drop a comment below, or maybe send me a DM through one of my different links on social media. Now, what I just can't wait to talk about is the film business as a whole. Seems now more than ever, studios are desperate. Creativity is dropping fast, and going to the movies just isn't what it used to be. And I'd love to see that change. Corporatization really has taken a hold of this business. You know, with strict deadlines, rush development, rewrites, endless reshoots, and it just seems like nobody knows what they're doing anymore. Seems like the point now is just to put out as much as you can, as fast as you can, and hopefully make a profit. In conclusion, I'm really looking forward to the future, and your support would mean the world to me. I really hope you enjoyed the video. On the next upload, I will have links to social media down below. I'm still working on getting those reinstated, but I just wanted to drop this video as fast as possible so you know that we're back, baby. So make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you'd like to see in the future, maybe share with a family or friend. Also, feel free to check out any of the other videos that are already on the channel, ready to watch right now. There's some great variety down there that you can go ahead and enjoy while we get the next upload coming. But thank you so very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. That's a cut! Let's go! Or you can go ahead and check out any of the channels